Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
And we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here from Lakers Fast Break, Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcast, plus also as well, of course, Inside Sports Fantasy Football. Want to go ahead and make sure you are out there checking us out each and every time out right here at Inside Sports Fantasy Football. Also, as well, go ahead and check us out, of course, on Lakerholics.com. You know Laker Tom, and also as well, of course, Jamie Sweet. They're governing the world of the Lakers at Lakerholics.com. Don't forget Joe Soro, Oxide T47, LakersBall.com, and of course our good friends, Lakers in 5, Empire Jeff TV, Lakers Corner, the Larry Lakers Dribbling Chit Chat, John McCalian Channel, and of course the Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Truly appreciate you checking them out. And speaking of supporting the channels, please support this channel today, despite the little glitch that we had just now. We apologize for that. Please forgive us in this holiday season and support us by giving us a like, share, subscribe. And if you're watching this after we go off the air, please go ahead and comment so all those YouTube isms, the algorithms isms, and all those other isms can go ahead and get satisfied so we can get our name out there, because it is truly appreciated. And you also have the latest notifications on when we go live on the air with the latest Lakers Fast Break podcast. Well, it is a merry time of the season. First off, before we go into it, we want to wish you, from all of us here at the Lakers Fast Break, a truly safe and happy holiday season. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, want to go ahead and make sure you have the happiest of holidays. And of course, if you do, Merry Christmas indeed. But it is the Magic Man, Sean Grice, and me, Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching and listening. It's the pregame with the Thunder and the Lakers coming up here in a few minutes. Major changes in the starting lineup. Also, I may not look so weird after all when everybody got on my case about Gabe Vincent. Funny how that's going to work out with Gabe Vincent. I'm not glad that I was right all along, because the fact it does not look good for Gabe Vincent right now. We'll talk about that here in a sec. But here today to talk about today's game, the lineup changes, and Gabe Vincent, good man indeed. It is a guy that's been part of our great coverage here on Lakers Fast Break, and also playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break in just a few minutes. And of course, the post game as well, and a great part of our email coverage on as far as behind the scenes. I do want to make sure we get to that before game time. It is the Magic Man, Sean Grice, the madman from Toronto. He did get out of Toronto traffic to go ahead and celebrate the holiday with us. Magic Man, I'm truly blessed to have you here. Know you've been very busy. I am truly thankful, but you had to be here today because of the lineup changes, which we've been asking for, which our audience has been asking for. Some of it has come true.
Yeah, Gerald, in a very inauspicious way as well. I mean, if you had told me before the season, Sean, at some point in time, Darvin Ham is going to have both Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell coming off the bench, I would have said, huh? What? Did we go over that second apron already that fast? That would be my only conclusion as to why he would do that. However, it's come to pass. I guess he's trying to put defense over offense by a considerable margin with this move, Gerald.
Well, let's go ahead and give a rundown of the actual lineup. Indeed, my friends, it was announced about an hour ago that the lineups for tonight is going to be as follows. Starting off with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That's not anything different there. But Cam Reddish, Torian Prince, and Jared Vanderbilt. So they are going hardcore into defense. They're putting a lot of faith in the Torian Prince, which we have not had as much faith in. But Darvin Ham's favorite guy, Torian Prince, is still out there, my friend. Your thoughts on this new starting lineup, indeed. Zangerstein is already in tears at this point in time.
Yeah, I know. Tears of agony.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think this is a result of two things happening at once, Gerald. Now, fortunately, they couldn't have happened at a worse time to collide with one another. D'Lo has slid significantly off the cracker. The cheese has fallen off the cracker as far as consistency and stability. Drill, it's just not there. He's averaging less than 9 points in December. He's averaging less than 22% from three. He's not driving as much. Even in the little that he did, he's very hesitant now, Gerald. As both me and Joe have observed and others have observed, he's hesitant to even pull up and shoot in the paint. He's looking to either uh, create space and separation, which he is not adept at doing, and or passing out to the wings. Now, this decision, I think, was both twofold. One by LeBron, understanding the situation and seeing what's going on. He's like, you know what? The hell with it. I might as well just play the one. I might as well just play the one now. I think that has a reflex response from Ham by wanting to put just Vando in the starting lineup just to create that havoc defense that he thinks it can be created by Cam Vando and AD. We'll see if that is consistent with the minutes they get, and even if they are consistent, knowing Ham's predilection just to throw cherry bombs at hot hands or hot rotations and just blow it up. And the second reason for Gerald is I think he understands that at this point in time, if Vincent is gone too, they have to go big. They have to go big at this point. There is just this is the nuclear option at this point. It's go big because he can't go small anymore. So he's now done a complete 180 on his reversals. He can't go back to that three guard lineup. If you're gonna start Vando and Cam, that means you're going full steam ahead with the big lineup. And you know what? I'm all for that, and so is everybody else. That being said, again, with Ham, you're really worried, Gerald, that old habits die hard, and he's just gonna try and punch through that three guard lineup by putting Jalen Hood Schifino or Max Christie into the rotation. And please don't do that. That would be like 15 Grinches instead of the one we've got for the holidays. Yes. Yes.
You're getting me all weirded out here, Magic Man. But I will say though, your analysis is most likely right, my friend, because in many ways, Cam will be tempted to go ahead and do that. I want to go ahead and make sure everybody also knows that it also has been announced that they're trying to explore all options, but it is looking more and more like Gabe Vincent will have surgery on his left knee to keep him out 6 to 8 weeks. I don't want to be here to tell everybody that what's going off on me as far as the timelines that were reported out there for him coming back. I don't want to go ahead and say I told you so, but I told you so. So
You you said so, Gerald. You
yeah,
said
I said
this.
so. People were like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be back here. He's gonna be back here." I was like, "Okay, yeah, yeah, that's okay. All right." Rushed him back out, Magic Man. Clear case of rushing him back out, back onto the floor, and it's backfired in the Lakers and Gabe Vincent's face. Clearly,
Yeah, big time.
absolutely dumb move. There was no reason to bring him back. He was
N-
not going to be that vital to the Lakers rotation where it was necessity to bring him back. And it's looked like it's cost him 2, possibly 3 months. We might not even see him until close to the end of the season at this point, Magic Man.
Yeah, absolutely,
And
Gerald.
Allen's right, maybe even done for the year.
Yeah, I'd be, I think we might see him during spring break at the earliest. So, um, just put him out of your mind, Lakers fans, for the next considerable amount of time. And I agree with my panelist and Podfather that look, at times he was going to give you maybe a little bit of shooting, a little bit of playmaking,
Defense
a
against
little,
smaller
yeah,
guards.
defense against smaller guards, a little this, a little that. You can find that within this group elsewhere. I think through the aggregate, Gerald, or you can acquire somebody like that.
Well, let me
Uh,
ask you this though, my friend. Isn't it kind of weird because he had these issues last year, yet we did not do as far as I say we, you know, Rob Pelinka, the staff, the medical staff, possibly didn't do their due diligence in investigating this fully as far as his health is concerned before you signed him to a 3-year, $33 million deal. This is not a super costly deal, but it's 3 years and $33 million. And already he's played what, a combined 7 games? And that's all
yes,
he's given you.
yes, Gerald. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Vando's only played 8 this year, maybe 9.
Yes,
It could be
9, but he's on a
9.
4-year
Okay.
contract.
Yeah, he is. So you have a combined salary there of 23 million this year, and they've missed of the 27 of the 29 games we played this year. They've both missed a combined 42, Gerald, which
Okay.
is a lot. So, I mean, at the end of the year, it looks like the Lakers are probably going to be at least top 10 in man games lost, just based on Vincent's uh, long injury
Yes.
history already this year alone.
But
Uh,
when it comes to Vando, we're kind of worried because he seems every game he plays seems to re-injure himself. Now you're thrusting him into the starting lineup. It's now sink or swim for Jared Vanderbilt at this point.
100% Gerald. This is obviously the opportunity has presented itself, and he should seize on it. Carp diem, seize the day. He needs to. Um, hopefully unlike Christie and other players, hopefully he doesn't like put too much pressure on himself. I mean, he is who he is at this point. But at that being said, I really don't think that Darvin Ham has also been able to exploit Vando's complete repertoire as far as offensive weapon is concerned. And I use that term loosely, obviously, but he is very capable of back cutting, splitting picks, splitting screens if he needs to try and move. It's just so strange now with LeBron becoming the point, Gerald. You are going to see less and less ISO. I mean, AD's probably gonna do his ISO thing, but LeBron's gonna have to do less and less ISO now because the responsibility is on him to look for mismatches. And look, Gerald, outside of probably LeBron, Luka Doncic, Tyrese Halliburton, Trey Young, you're talking about the elite of looking of exploiting mismatches. So I think if Laker fans want to have a silver lining out of this, even though there is such an imbalance with the starting five, it's that at least you have the right guy at the point.
Once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. It is the Magic Man, Sean Grice, along with me, Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Cool, bro. Got nothing but love for you, my friend. Wishing you and the family the very best this holiday season. But Die Hard is the best Christmas movie ever. There is no doubt, and there is no debate. You just can't at me. You can't debate with me. It's actually proven. If you want to check out the recent interview that's available, I popped it in the chat there. Want to check it out? Film historians are now, just cementing Die Hard as
So
a Christmas movie.
Gerald,
It's the best
his
Christmas movie ever.
his
No doubt.
wife is named Holly.
Yes.
Literally, his
It's
wife is
themed
named
Christmas music
Holly.
throughout the actual film. It's filmed at a Christmas party at the Nakatomi Plaza. So, yeah, the Nakatomi Tower in the
That
Nakatomi
makes it
Plaza.
a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie.
I
Yippee-ki-yay.
I
And we'll
need
just go with that.
I need Gerald to come and talk to a friend of mine, Ralph, and because he needs to hear this argument once and for all, because he is just one of those people who just has to disagree that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie.
Well,
Just
I'm
one
gonna
of
pop
those
the link in
guys.
your DM, my friend. Here you go. Send him that video by a film historian who's actually created a book on the best Christmas movies, and he included Die Hard and justified and backed up why Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And by the way, it's the best Christmas movie ever. Scrooged, Elf, great, fantastic Christmas movies, but Die Hard, yippee ki yay, and we'll leave it at that. But once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. It is the Lakers and Thunder. Please go ahead and join us. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. I've already started the feed. It's already going on right now. Please go ahead and join us there. In just a couple minutes, we'll be heading over there real quick. But before we go, before we go, new starting lineup. Gabe Vincent is out of the lineup. New starting lineup. What are you expecting now that the Lakers have got this all revamped lineup? I mean, we've been talking about it off air on emails all day long, and I'll go into more of that on the post game, my friend, as far as what everybody, and I mean all of our regulars, have been saying. We got more input today on our emails than at any point in time in weeks, per se, on this. Your thoughts, my friend, on what the Lakers need to do to get the victory tonight before we head on out?
Gerald, obviously one of the keys to the game is that the Thunder are going to be without Josh Giddey. That's a 6'8" playmaker who, while his shot has been up and down, he seems to find his stroke against the Lakers seemingly just on point. I'd expect LeBron to look for matchups that he can exploit early on. Also, I really hope that LeBron puts Chet Holmgren in high pick and roll situations and tries to get Holmgren in foul trouble because Gerald, as a rookie, he cemented himself now into the defensive player of the year conversation. He's probably not going to win it, but he's definitely in the conversation for it. And you need to find a way to get other Thunder defenders meeting you at the rim other than Chet Holmgren.
I feel kind of bad though, and this, and we'll talk more about it on the post game. But I feel bad, Zangerstein. Zangerstein, please get some rest. Some point in time, you got to get some rest. Oh, the Lakers. You're about to sleep. You said. Then breaking news. Then that as far as it's concerned, and all the stuff that you were going off, and there was just rattled on there. Laker Tom, Sean, Nick, Joe. It's like, oh my gosh. Let this Zangerstein sleep.
No, Zangerstein is sleeping, Gerald. This is just
Okay.
this is
Oh,
just a
she
really
said she already slept. Okay, good,
okay.
good.
Yeah, no, this is just a really intense lucid dream, Zanger.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll discuss that a little bit more. We'll talk about our what's going on behind the scenes here at the Lakers Fast Break. But it's so funny. Last word I want to leave you out on, my friend, is the fact that I go to my email as well. Amongst all the other emails, I get an actual daily report from FeedSpot on some of the major Lakers podcasts and what each episode when they come out and what's posted on it. So I get to see what the competition does. And it's funny. Now they're all starting to go on the Darvin Ham train. Oh, now we need to start talking about Darvin Ham. Oh, silver screen and roll. Oh, we need to have a conversation about Darvin Ham. Well, oh, you know what I say? Thanks for coming so late to the Christmas party. Where in the hell have you been? Right, Magic Man?
Yeah, Gerald. It just seems like we're on a vibe with about 99% of Laker fans, and we're streaming through the universe, and the rest of them are just starting to catch up
Yeah, we've
to
been doing this for
what's
weeks.
what's going on in the Lakers universe. All right, thanks for coming in orbit finally.
I mean, and we got to get that word out there that the Lakers Fast Break is the leader in talk about all this, all the Lakers Nation, all the silver screen and rolls, all the Lakers, blah, 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 locked on Lakers, blah, 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 blah. You're all behind us, way behind us. You're so afraid to talk about that situation. But we here at the Lakers Fast Break and our awesome community who's been wanting us to talk about this and continuing to talk about this, we'll tell you right there, especially Doobie. He hates Darvin Ham and wins and
Wins and
losses.
losses.
Yes, that's got to be a T-shirt, Doobie. You might want to get that on a T-shirt. I will tell you though, it is something that everybody's finally beginning to talk about. We wondered at what point they would start talking about it, and that the words would get louder and louder and louder and louder, and finally, as game time comes, it's about to happen, and it's starting to happen now, Magic Man.
Yeah, finally, Gerald, they're starting to hear the vox populi and realize, oh, wait a minute, everybody else has a different point of view than us. Maybe we should listen to what they have to say. Oh, well, turns out most people who have that argument are logical, succinct, and just looking at it through regular glasses, not
Oh, but we're
purple or
just guys
gold.
that just rant. They were just guys that just rant for no reason. Well, we had reason. We have reason, and we'll always have reason to. We call it like we see it. Out or getting out on the floor right now. Tip-off's about ready to happen. Please join us this holiday season. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Omaris, before we go, would that hurt the chance of trading D'Lo since we got no other point guards? No, Omaris. I mean, D'Lo's back on the bench now. He's now coming off the bench. He's no longer in the starting lineup. I'm sure the Lakers are going to try and look to move him as soon as possible as well.
If that's an interesting point Amaris brings up. If anything, it makes him more attractive because he knows now that he's got one shot left. If a team wants to trade for him and is in the starting lineup, that's it because he's been relegated to the bench. So as Gerald had said in a previous pod, he either has to accept the fact that he's got one shot left on a new team to be a starter, or like Gerald said, you're comfortable being a 6th or 7th man. One or
What?
the other.
One or the other, indeed. But Magic Man, appreciate so much you being here. Lakers are tied 2-2. Torian Prince is going as far as early foul, so the ball is coming back in for the Lakers. Head on over to playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. You can hear Magic Man and I, Joe Soro, Laker Nick. You never know who's going to stop by. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. You get to see all the great comments from Alan, Doobie, Dante, Aussie, and more. Go ahead and check it out. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. And we'll be back after the game right here on the Lakers Fast Break podcast. Happy holidays. We'll see you soon.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!